the problem we also have in Kenya is we are not informed. What President William Ruto has simply done should have even been done during the, is it Kibaki? Because we have had the Victim Protection Act from as far back as 2014. 2014. And then we had an amendment in 2017, I think, that introduced the Victim Protection Board, which has been, it is domiciled under the Solicitor General's office, the AG's office and the SG's office. And if you look at that act and you go and read what the spirit of that legislation was that we need to, as a country, look into compensating and taking care of victims of various injustices. So it's not only, you know, right now the way he has said it is that, oh, you know, the protests, we had people who were victims of police brutality. He never said police brutality, but really those victims were of police brutality, and therefore they need to be compensated. But that is, it's in law. It's within the law. In fact, one of the manifesto points that we had in the Kenya Kwanza Women Charter was to operationalize the Victim Protection Board, so that victims of sexual harassment and GBV should be compensated, so that, because there's such a huge population that is suffering from past injustices, some of the injustices that were meted by authorities and government officers.
Is it not what he's done? But
there's so why are we clapping? That's what should be done. And in fact, my worry, because I'm happy about that pronunciation, and like I told you, you can almost preempt William Ruto's re-election strategy. Like he kept on saying, at the right time you'll be public. So this Victim Protection Board, in our Kenya Kwanza Women Charter Manifesto, it says that at the moment anashikilia Biblia kuapishwa, he is going to operationalize the Victim Protection Board. He didn't do it then. So these are cards that are being used because now there's so much anger from the families of those who lost their loved ones or those who are injured during the Gen Z protests. It is being used as if he has institutionalized a new thing because of the Gen Z protests. No, this is something that we should have done as Kenya Kwanza the moment we literally we were sworn into office. So my issue now here is, and this is what Kenyans should ask, there is a victim protection fund, trust fund, that is supposed to bankroll that whole operation. We are just being told that Professor Makau Mtua is there in charge of that thing. And then we have seen a few other people being mentioned here and there who apparently were a handshake, the guys who are supposed to do the 10-point agenda for the handshake. That is illegal. Because the way the act has been set up, there is a complete framework of how even the person who's going to be running the Victim Protection Trust Fund is appointed, including how you're going to have a board, including, so if anything, we need to now put our eyes and say, these people who are just being mentioned because of a handshake, are we really following the law? Then, now the question is the money that is going to be put in there. Where is it in the budget? Who has it? Because also it will not be an issue of saying there are 10 people here, kila mtu apewe 100. There's a methodology that has been legislated within the law. So I think Kenyans, we need to use the information. You know, this is funny. We are in the era where information is at our fingertips. But as a society, we are the most ignorant. The days when our fathers were, when my father was alive, people would buy the only source of information was newspapers and libraries, where you go to look for journals and whatever. Now we have information on our fingertips, but we don't bother to read about it. So I want Kenyans to go and read about the Victim Protection Act. Well, because then they will see there's nothing new that is being done, but also they will start seeing the illegalities that are going to be used, because that is going to be an instrument for campaign. So the unnecessary thing that is happening is we need to compensate victims of injustices. We need to offer them the relief. We need to even offer them judicial support in terms of lawyers and what when they are going through this. But is that what is going to be done by Makau Mtua's team? Or what are they going to do? Are they not maybe going to go to certain places when they want to build votes and start dishing out money?
I mean,